James, honey, did something happen to you? After we got separated in that long hallway? Are you confusing me with someone else? You were always so forgetful. Remember that time in the hotel?
Maria?
You said you took everything, but you forgot that videotape we made. I wonder if it's still there.
How do you know about that? Aren't you Maria?
Hey everyone, it's Bloom here and welcome to my Let's Play of Silent Hill 2. This is an indirect sequel to Silent Hill for the PlayStation, and no, you don't have to play the previous one to understand this one. This is more of a side story. You can play this first if you want to, that's what I did. I am playing the PC version with the Enhanced Edition mod. This is an incredible mod by a collaborative group of fans, well, or series of mods, by a collaborative group of fans who, like, stepped up to make Silent Hill 2 playable for everyone after Konami dropped the ball with the HD collection. And if you don't know about the Silent Hill HD collection disaster, Twin Perfect has some really great extensive videos on it, but in short, it's bad. It's really bad. So if you watch my Silent Hill 1 Let's Play, you would know that I'm revisiting this game, and to clarify, it is one of my favorite games ever, maybe in my top 5, definitely in my top 10. You would know that I decided to revisit these games on this channel because of the Silent Hill 2 remake announcement a few weeks back. There were multiple things announced, but I'm not really going to be talking about those. Silent Hill F looks promising. I am looking forward to that. Don't know what Townsfall is. The movie is a movie, and I don't care about it. But anyway, the Silent Hill 2 remake, it looks bad. It looks like garbage. Not only do I not like the Bloober Team games, I especially don't trust them to deal with a story as nuanced as the one in this game, given what they have put out in the past. From what we've seen so far, it seems way more focused on hyper-realistic graphics, modernizing the game to the point of getting rid of the things that made Silent Hill 2 good in the first place. The limits of the PlayStation 2 in this case, to be specific. Because keep in mind, that's when what it was originally released for, and we'll be talking about that a lot as we go. And yes, I'm bitter, but I'm allowed to be. And if the Silent Hill 2 remake turns out good, I will gladly eat my words, and this playthrough will remain up as an eternal reminder of how wrong I was. I hope that happens, actually. I hope the Silent Hill 2 remake is good. But it's not going to be, and I promise I'm not going to talk about the remake the whole time. I just need to get a few things out of the way in the beginning. Alright, so I am still very excited to revisit this. It's always great to play Silent Hill 2. I love Silent Hill 2. It's also very scary. I'm very afraid of this game.
It doesn't matter who I am. I'm here for you, James. See? I'm real.
So, let's get started. We have a long walk to Silent Hill, so we have a long time to talk. So this is the main scenario, Letter from Silent Heaven. This is what you get on the PlayStation 2, but in the PC version, Director's Cut, and the Xbox version, you would get a sub-scenario, Born from a Wish, as well. But you do not play Born from a Wish first. Major spoilers, it will affect how you look at the game, and this game is truly an experience. You don't want any spoilers when you play this game for the first time. If you do, it's still gonna be amazing, but it's really an experience. So let's get started. And we are going to this game is extremely easy. It's way easier on it's way easier than Silent Hill 1 and 3. So I'm kind of tempted to play on hard, but we're going to play on normal, because I'd feel weird if I was playing Silent Hill 1 on normal and Silent Hill 3 on normal, and then this one not on normal. And the riddle level, I'm not going to do hard, we're going to do normal, and this is going to... If you pick easy, some of the puzzles will be solved for you, so I don't recommend that your first time playing either.
Mary, could you really be in this town?
Compare the James looking in the mirror shot to the one in the remake trailer. I'm not going to talk about it because other people have too, and it's just the epitome of what's what's wrong with the way the remake looks so far. So I won't talk about it, but yeah.
In my restless dreams, I see that town, Silent Hill. You promised you'd take me there again someday, but you never did. Well, I'm alone there now, in our special place, waiting for you.
I got a letter. The name on the envelope said Mary. My wife's name. It's ridiculous. Couldn't possibly be true. That's what I keep telling myself. A dead person can't write a letter.
That's true.
Mary died of that damn disease 3 years ago. So then, why am I looking for her? Our special place. What could she mean? This whole town was our special place. Does she mean the park on the lake? We spent the whole day there. Just the two of us, staring at the water. Could Mary really be there? Is she really alive? Waiting for me?
The script of this game is great, both due to the amazing writers and the amazing translation of Jeremy Blaustein, who did an amazing job of well, translating the riddles to rhyme is, of course, a big one, and also getting the because Japanese is a very difficult language to translate, and of course he worked with the developers instead of just like getting a Japanese version of the game and translating it from there, but like he actively worked with the developers, which is why it's so good. But Japanese is an incredibly nuanced language, and like all the nuance definitely comes through in English as well because the translation is so good, and that's thanks to him. Got a map of Silent Hill. And we have a long way to walk. It really keeps you on edge. While Silent Hill 1 and 3 are more about horror, Silent Hill 2 is pure terror. I can't go any further by car. Guess I'll have to walk. Paleville National Park. Paleville, Brahms. So those are the two neighboring towns, I think. He does, like, run out of energy, but he's only, like, slightly, slower when he does, so there's really no point in stopping. Also, this game, you don't really have to run from stuff, mostly. It's scary in its own right. This is the road I came in on. There's no point in going back. Like, here we are. We're here. We are completely safe. We have our car. We could technically go and leave if we want to, but we're not going to do that. We have to go and face the horrors. So, when it comes to the concept of remakes, I want to clarify, I am not against that at all. I think that if Silent Hill 2 were to be remade, it needs to be in the form of a remaster. Because you can't really remake this game in a proper way, because a lot of its charm comes from the hardware limitations that the PS2 had. For example, well, let's step back a little. One of the developers of the Silent Hill remake at Bloober said that fans will explore like a seamless Silent Hill, and they will not experience one loading screen throughout the entirety of the game, or at least when exploring the town. Doesn't mean there aren't going to be intermittent loading screens, but I want you guys to pay attention to this game, and tell me in the comments if you see a single loading screen this entire game. And they might appear once in a blue moon. You'll notice that it's a loading screen if it is it's like a white footprint that appears on the screen. And the reason they don't appear is because everything is loading as we go. As you can see with the fog, and later on the darkness, the game is kind of always one step ahead of you. That doesn't sound good. The game is always one step ahead of you with its loading. That's why there are small areas, like going into a room. They're very small loading times that are not really noticeable. And this is partially due to the way that the game is made. Like I said, the fog, because the render distance is not very far, but we can't see that because of the fog. So that's the effectiveness of the game. That's what makes it so great. That's where the horror comes from, and it also helps with the hardware limitations. But and the other thing is that the Silent Hill team, and in 2 and 3 especially, were incredibly good programmers. In Silent Hill 3, there is not a there's like maybe one bug that's been discovered by the thousands, millions of people who've played the game. There is one single bug in the PS2 version of the game. There's something in the well. What's that? Looking at this makes me feel like someone's groping around inside my skull. It gives me a weird feeling. We should check our inventory. Photo from when she was still healthy. Not gonna spoil anything, but examining certain things in this game multiple times, let's just say that it might change your ending. Letter from Mary. That's definitely Mary's name in her own handwriting on the front of the envelope. Let's read it. In my restless dreams, I see that town, Silent Hill. You promised you'd take me there again someday, but you never did. Well, I'm alone there now, in our special place, waiting for you. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the loading screen thing. Yeah, that was never a problem in Silent Hill, so I don't know what he's getting at.
Excuse me,
I'm sorry. I
No,
was
it's
just...
okay. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm kind of lost.
Lost?
Yeah. I'm looking for Silent Hill. Is this the right way?
Yeah. It's hard to see with this fog, but there's only the one road. You can't miss it.
Thanks.
But
Yes?
I think you'd better stay away. This town, there's something wrong with it. It's kind of hard to explain, but
Is it dangerous?
maybe. And it's not just the fog either.
Okay,
It's...
I got it. I'll be careful.
I'm not lying.
No, I believe you. It's just... I guess I really don't care if it's dangerous or not. I'm going to town either way.
But why?
I'm looking for... someone.
Who is it?
Someone... very important to me. I'd do anything if I could be with her again.
Me too. I'm looking for my mama. I mean my mother. It's been so long since I've seen her. I thought my father and brother were here, but I can't find them either. I'm sorry. It's not your problem.
I hope you find them.
Yeah, you too. What is it?
Oh. Nothing. Sure is quiet here, huh?
I guess. What is it? Aren't you looking for someone?
That's right.
She wants us to leave. I'm getting that impression. So, back to the HD collection thing for a bit. I do not like the voice acting changes. And, okay. So... Let me talk about, as you can see, Angela stutters a lot, and she has a reason for that. That's part of her character. But she seems very nervous, and Donna Burke, her performance is excellent. She also plays Claudia in Silent Hill 3. Laura Bailey was the HD Collection's replacement actress for Angela, and I am a huge fan of Laura Bailey. I am a huge fan of Laura Bailey when she does anime voice acting. I love her on Critical Role. I love her in video games. I'm a big fan of her. But this game uses a completely different type of acting. It's very natural. It's awkward. It's part of the uncanny valley. The actors who they chose for this original game had very little to no acting experience beforehand. In fact, James, Guy Seehee, who played James, he was a businessman. He didn't have any acting experience. He was only at the auditions because his daughter was auditioning for the part of Laura, and she didn't get it. Jackie Breckenridge did. And she does a great job too. But he chose he decided to audition for the part of James and got the part. And part of the reason why he does such a good job of this game is because he's awkward. He's an average person. The acting is very good because it is the type of acting that's needed. With Laura Bailey as Angela, she uses a very young person's voice. And it's true that Angela is supposed to be very young. She's 18 years old. She was actually written to be only 16. But her appearance and Donna Burke's performance gave the impression that she was much older. She played her a little older, and she still looks very young. She looks like 30, even though she's 18. That's intentional. That's not an error. They were acting like that was an error that the direction made in Silent Hill 2, the original, that this was wrong somehow. That's intentional. It's part of her character. It's supposed to give the impression that she has experienced a lot in her short time alive. She's not a child, but not by choice or the natural progression of time. It's hard to explain, especially without spoiling it, but that's one of the things that was intentional. And there are a lot of things that are that way in this game. I do not like Troy Baker as James. I don't like him as a voice actor. He's kind of weirdly into NFTs, I think, so I don't think he's a good person. But that's besides the point. He does not do a good job as James. All he knows how to do is yell. I'm sorry that sounds harsh, but it's my opinion. I think between you and me, I think he can take it. He's a professional voice actor and one of the most successful that's working today. So I think he can take it. You don't need to jump to his defense. If you disagree with me, that's fine, but you don't need to jump to his defense. Liam O'Brien played Eddie in the, Clifford Ripple played him in the original. He does a great job. Laura, I don't remember who plays Laura, but they replaced her with a fake little girl, so it's just someone doing a little girl voice instead of a real little girl who sounds like a little girl because she is one. Liam O'Brien, I like Liam O'Brien a lot. Does not do a good job as Eddie. I like Mary Elizabeth McGlynn a lot. She doesn't do a good job as, well, I'm phrasing it wrong. I don't mean they didn't do a good job. They weren't right for the part, and they were not directed properly in the sense that this isn't the type of voice acting that, like, well, I mean, I guess that's still an insult to Mary Elizabeth McGlynn because she did the directing, the voice acting. How do I say this? I don't think they were right for the part. And I don't understand why they just replaced them with popular voice actors. No one was asking for that. The voice acting in this game is perfect. It is extremely good because it is intentionally janky, and it's the way people talk. When you talk, sometimes you don't say stuff clearly. You stutter, or you, like, there's an odd slip of the tongue, and that's the way that they kind of talk here in this game with the voice acting. Monica Hogan does an amazing job as well, I guess I can say Mary and some other character in she's probably the strongest out of all the voice actors, which is saying something. But she is fantastic. Mary Elizabeth McGlynn is a perfectly wonderful and lovely voice actor. I like her in a lot of things. I did not like her as Mary. So that's all I'm gonna say about the voice acting, thus far. I mean, I will stop complaining about that now. Are these marks blood? That shadow just now. Run away. This is not good. I don't think that's Mary. That shadow just now bothers me. What was that? Oh, it bothers you, James? Oh, and, one more thing. Speaking of, Silent Hill and Mary Elizabeth McGlynn, she does the songs for, she's the singer for all of the Silent Hill 3 songs and a lot of the 4 songs and, like, well, on and on and on. Any Silent Hill song with lyrics, she probably sung. She's an amazing singer. She does an incredible job. She sounds beautiful. I like her as a singer in Silent Hill. I don't like her as a voice actor in Silent Hill. So, something that's really cool in this game, and I love this mechanic because, so sometimes in games like this, it's hard to get, the player to focus on, items. And, there are different ways that, video games remedy this. Sometimes they make them sparkly, so you notice them. That's pretty easy to criticize because it's annoying. Resident Evil, the new Resident Evil games, has a map that tells you if you picked up all the items in a room, so you can't miss them. And this game has James point his head towards an item, and I really like that. He also looks at other interesting stuff, like, well, other interesting stuff. Guys, I don't want to go in, I'm scared. Caution, watch speed.
Is it dead? What the hell is it? It's not human.
That's called a lying figure. They are scary, I don't like them. They're not very dangerous. Unlike in Silent Hill 1... Wait a second.
Yeah. This thing broken? What the? I better take it anyway. I might need it.
unlike in Silent Hill 1, you're not really going to have an issue with monsters bothering you on the street. Also, you'll notice that the camera is wonky, just like it was in Silent Hill 1. This is intentional because it adds to the horror. There is a limit, there is a delay with the camera, so you might not always see, I think it's important to note, and this is the way I think I describe it best, is James and you have a different perspective. So you can turn this off if you want to, and just like in Silent Hill 1, this tells you if monsters are nearby. I would not recommend turning it off, because sometimes monsters can be right in front of you and you won't notice, but it's your decision. This is our wooden plank with nails on the end. Not very powerful, but easy to use. Is there a knife in this game? I guess, I mean, I guess this is effectively your knife, because it's your weakest weapon. And unlike the knife, we actually do have to use this for a while. There will be enough bullets and stuff to go around later. But we don't get our gun yet. So we can easily avoid enemies. They will spray at you. Like that. So be careful not to get too close. See, the camera's so... That's why I like the camera so much. That's why the over-the-shoulder... Well, okay, I hate over-the-shoulder perspective a lot. I've talked about this before. Mainly, the reason I do is because I don't... It's a weird compromise between first person and second person. I mean, first person and third person point of view. So it's kind of like nobody wins, and I don't understand why a whole third of the screen has to be covered up by my character model. So remember, we're making our way to the lake. I'm gonna wander around a bit. We can enter a few areas, but I think it's best to enter them a little later. It's just, and not for any reason except, not for any reason except, I think it's moodier that way. That sound. You looking at something, James? I knew you were there. You didn't scare me this time. You always do, but I remembered. I got the apartment gate key. No comment on the first dead body James sees in this game. How much damage did I take? You never really turned green. I think it's blue. It's actually kind of hard to tell what your status is. Your picture is gonna be like have like a gray to bluish tint if you're okay, and then it's gonna get gradually like redder. But on PC, and I think you might be able to adjust this in settings. And yeah, that thing makes a weird sound when it's on the ground, but that's still a lying figure. They just kind of are annoying when they're on the ground and they make that sound. So I wasn't supposed to know. I got the Woodside apartment key, right? And that's where we're going. And we're gonna learn. sounds like a puppy. We're gonna learn in a little bit that, our objective is the park, because he said that maybe Mary's at the park. But we'll learn that our best bet to get that way is, through the apartments. We're not gonna go to Neely's bar yet. We will go there later for the mood. Is this Neely's bar? If it is, I don't want to go into it. Happy Burger? I think I can go in Happy Burger, though. Can I? And like I said before, this game is extremely easy. There really isn't any need to go looking around for health drinks unless you want to. But as you can tell, there are no pterodactyls flying around and, grabbing our necks, or, dogs jumping and, biting our head off. So we can stay here as long as we want to, pretty much. As long as we don't just stand in place. Those things won't be able to get us. Might be a problem when we're inside, though. I was saying something before, wasn't I? Yeah, that's one of the really nice things about the third-person camera, is that the camera is finicky. It's weird. You never really know what you're gonna see. Oh my god, I think there's a monster behind me! What do I... Oh, see? It's intentional. And that cursor on the map, that just stays there. Can't do anything about that, but, I mean, it's at the side. So, it shouldn't bother you. There's a memo lying on the sofa. I'll wait at Bar Neely's. Copied it to my own map. Well, you're gonna be waiting for a while, because I'm not gonna go there yet. Feels so good to, not be doing tank controls. And you can turn on tank controls if you want to. But I don't want to. Chiropractor and Sports Injury Center. Here, we'll make your injury worse. Oh, did you go to that chiropractor? Yeah, I know how it is. There is something that all the bodies you find in this game have in common. Yeah, went there. They're so fast when they get on the ground like that. Get away from me. There's a memo pad on the ground. I'm going to write everything that I've learned so far. Maybe that will help you out somehow. If you're reading this, it probably means I'm already dead. A torn memo page is on the ground. I saw those demons. They were there, I'm certain, but my friend said he didn't see anything. If that's true, does that mean that what I saw was an illusion? But whether that demon that ate human beings was real or whether it was just some kind of hallucination that my mind dreamed up, one thing I know for sure is that I'm beyond all hope. It seems that they're attracted to light. That's why people who need light to see are their natural prey. They also react strongly to sound. If you want to go on living, you'd be better off just sitting in the dark and staying quiet, but even that probably won't save you. If you're going to try to fight them, the most important thing is to relax. It's dangerous to fire a gun while you're all crazy with fear. Take good aim and then squeeze the trigger, and don't forget to finish them off. I think most of those creatures can be killed, even if they are tougher than people. Run away. Run away, 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 run away. Great advice. Pet center. Fashion boutique. Whoa! The door that wakes in darkness, opening into nightmares. Those are Woodside Apartments. Which one are we going in first? Yeah, Blue Creek. Garbage. No use for that.